Boys Bible Study.
Boys Bible Study.
Get your hands up.
Boys Bible Study.
And some department stores even tell employees to avoid saying Merry Christmas.
Happy Yo Mama's Day.
Happy Yo Mama's Day.
I heard they opened the Strait of Hormuz. They finally airlifted Yo Mama out of there.
The blockade has ended. Yo Mama left the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, well, it's really sad because, when Trump took office, he promised to be an isolationist president, but now he's going to get us into the fourth angel war. Yeah, and it's going to be really that's too bad. He's really letting down the American people.
Project Revelations 2025.
He ran on wars. He's already bombing Gabriel.
Yeah, he ran on no angel wars.
Honestly, it's the hypocrisy that is the
I
most
agree.
upsetting part about all of it.
I agree.
Yeah, the wanton death
hypocrisy
aside,
of
what really gets me.
Angels running on a no war campaign. And the next thing you know, you're extraditing Lucifer to U.S. soil to prosecute him for drug trafficking.
Lucifer was wronged in this movie.
Well, we can get into it.
Yeah, we could.
We should.
I got to tell you, very damning soundbite. Very damning soundbite, Scott.
What one?
Our most vocal critics. Yes, our most vocal critics in the Christian podcasting scene are going to clip that and use that as example of our heresy.
Yeah, like when Obama said there were aliens like 2 days ago.
Yeah, well,
he was talking about illegal aliens.
Yeah,
he deported a lot of people.
Did you see? Yeah, did you see that? The White House released those alien documents.
Yes, let's talk about disclosure.
Yeah, it was crazy because there's all these pictures of Trump with underage aliens.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That'd be so amazing. Funny. I would not be surprised. The sad thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if that was true.
Yeah. Happy disclosure, everyone. They're gonna do like weekly drops of alien files. I'm not even kidding.
They're calling them the X-Files.
It's so funny because are they really?
Yeah, Elon Musk named it.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Okay, all of our brightest minds are at work.
See, the sad thing is, I believed it.
Yeah,
I know. It's so funny. You know how fucking terrible the approval ratings must be if he's like, we gotta fucking release alien files now, fake alien files.
Come on.
I sent a friend of mine. I was like, "Oh, check this out! It says that they're going to release weekly drops," and I sent a tweet saying this. And then I looked at the tweet, and it was an account with 250,000 followers called The General with no credentials provided
from
as
the car insurance commercials.
Maybe. Yeah. But that was just a classic Twitter moment where I'm like, oh, interesting. And then I share it with someone, and then I'm like, wait, who is saying this? And it was just somebody called The General, and they had uploaded like a JPEG of a flying saucer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that they do like weekly drops.
Like Honestly, I am enjoying the drops. The first one is very historical themed. It was like sightings through the ages. Like we saw some photographs of UFOs on the moon.
An alien crossing the Delaware.
An alien crossing the road.
Yeah.
The aliens with the powdered wigs on.
Yeah.
And they're coming down and giving us the Declaration of Independence.
There's some aliens on the moon.
Yes, there were aliens on the moon, and people were speculating that the aliens on the moon were like observing the astronauts. They were like, "Whoa, they got all the way here to the moon." You know? So that was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, but we've always said aliens are on the moon, so it's really he's gonna have to do better than that.
No, honestly, I mean, this drop was like they still haven't officially confirmed extraterrestrial non-human life, which is what everyone's waiting for. They also still haven't like shown any photos of aliens. There actually is a photo of an alien in the drop, and it's literally just like a close-up crop of like a known hoax photo of aliens. Like it's like straight up bullshit.
When are they going to show us the sick tech?
Yeah, come on. We want to see it.
Special alien devices like in Men in Black.
Probes.
I want to know how the aliens fuck.
Well, they anally probe each other.
Whoa.
Yeah, or at least humans.
Yeah, I guess we know how they fuck us.
Yeah.
They say in alien language, they're saying, we'll do a service to this human by touching him in the place that gives him the most pleasure. They think that they're petting us.
Yeah.
When they're giving us anal probes. They think that'll like put us at ease. Because they've studied our body and they've seen how many nerve endings are in the prostate.
Yeah.
But they don't know that, here on Earth, we have a concept called consent.
Yeah, this is going to be the first war with aliens is over consent. We're getting back at them.
Alien War 1. Well, welcome back to Boys Bible Study.
Yeah.
We are living in truly historical times. Angels have been discovered on Earth. The White House is... we are part of the program giving weekly drops of angel-related news. And our information is coming straight from a source at the White House. And yeah, it's gonna be world historical.
The Nephilim Files.
I'm Ash, here with my co-hosts
Scott
and Julian.
Yes, our contact at the White House is a huge rock monster wearing sunglasses and a hat. And we suspect, but we're not sure, we're not 100% positive, we suspect that he might be a Nephilim.
You might be a Nephilim.
You might be a Nephilim.
If you're 12 feet tall and made of rock, you might be a Nephilim.
The White House has to drop the Nephilim Files. Like
they need to drop the Nephilim Files.
How many dumb decisions do we need to convince our president to make in Iran to release the Nephilim Files?
We need to get some of those
to cover
Nephilim
for it
on the ground.
Yeah.
We need to be drafting the Nephilim.
That's true.
To keep our country strong. That's
just practical.
You know what I just thought of? We should mention this on the show. The way that I first heard personally about the alien drops, as I think many others did, at least on Twitter, was that about a week ago there was this news story that the White House had invited many Christian religious leaders to the White House for some sort of conference.
Yeah.
Where I guess the general tone of this talk was that religious leaders need to be preparing their congregations for the information that's going to be disclosed in the UFO files because it may shake some people's conception of their own religion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we're laughing now, but after next week's drop comes out, we might be sitting here crying. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Whether I'm laughing or crying will be dependent on what the movie is that we've just watched next week.
Yeah. I think it'll depend on if the aliens believe in coincidences.
Ooh. Yeah. What if the aliens are the ones making the coincidences?
What are you supposed to tell your congregation about aliens? They're like trying to be like aliens are angels now, but it's like
go to the bank and get everything out.
Bring it here.
And bring it here.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have like a heads up to like line it up with like post contextualize from the Bible. Be like, oh yeah, this makes sense because in Isaiah they said this or whatever.
Well, they were just like trying to tell these religious leaders to be like, you need to all tell your congregations like that we're doing like. Never mind. I can't formulate this.
Well, I will say that
thought right now.
Something else that connects us to our podcast is I've seen some Christian influencers, and I want to say members of government, but I really don't even know, say things hinting at the fact that they believe that the aliens are like angels or demons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, basically, our framing of extraterrestrials is what in the Bible people thought to be like demons, basically.
Yeah. Isn't that what Ancient Aliens is all about?
I think so. There's basically, I'm starting to see another rise in the mainstreamization of like the Ancient Aliens theory.
Yeah.
Which kind of vaguely connects to the movie we watched today.
Yeah.
This movie is definitely not about aliens per se, but I feel
Ancient angel theory.
Ancient angel theory, exactly. I feel like the way that this film, brings Bible fan fiction into the modern secular world.
This was great Bible fan fiction.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Literally some of the best Bible fan fiction.
This was awesome.
Probably the best Bible fan fiction since Paradise Lost by John Milton. I'm going to put it out there. And no, not the John Milton who was the character of the movie we watched last week, The Devil's Advocate. I'm talking about the old John Milton. But this film is another secular movie from the 90s that, in a genre that we're affectionately calling angelslop, although I would not say this film was slop at all. I think it was extremely entertaining. Anyway, the film is called The Prophecy. The Prophecy. It's from 95. It's written and directed by Gregory Wyden.
This was his first movie.
I think you're right. Yeah,
and
it was
his
first
last
movie.
is the only movie he's directed.
Really?
Holy shit.
At least according to Letterboxd. Maybe there's
he
more.
wrote-
Maybe.
He wrote other things, and he designed characters.
Must not have had a good time.
He's credited as a characters writer or designer for many things, including the TV series Highlander, on which he was credited for over 100 episodes.
Wow.
He also is credited as characters for many of the Hellraiser 2000s sequels.
Dang.
He also was involved in the not one, not two, but 3 sequels to The Prophecy that came out throughout the 90s and 2000s, which is very wacky. There's The Prophecy that we watched.
Yeah.
There's also The Prophecy 2, The Prophecy 3, The Ascent, and The Prophecy Forsaken.
1, 2, and 3 have Christopher Walken, but beyond that, it seems to be not much connecting the other two to.
I think you're right.
Yeah, there's Vinegar Syndrome put out like a trilogy of the first 3 like a year ago, I want to say.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
God damn, they're on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're crazy. Yeah, I was introduced to this film recently by my sister Andy and her husband Eli. We were sitting around. I was telling them how much I loved Devil's Advocate. And they were like, have you ever seen The Prophecy? Because this would be right up your alley. And we watched it, and I was hooting and hollering. I had a great time watching this movie.
Yeah, this was a fun action thriller.
Mm-hmm.
A religious twist.
And like
so.
really enthusiastic, and with its focus, like it had it all laid out nicely, which is
Yeah.
a difference from even the last 2 movies we saw as different as those were.
90s desert stuff.
So
so
sick.
good.
Oh, you know what movie this really reminded me of in that way is Slaughter of the Innocents,
Yeah,
which we
yeah.
watched within
Yeah,
last year,
I got
only
that too.
because that's another 90s desert like high
crime
production
movie.
value, but yes.
It's a crime movie,
Yes.
even though the crime it becomes so big and supernatural that it's not a crime movie.
Yeah.
Yes, and the great desert setting also just made the film really visually interesting. On the case of The Prophecy, a relatively small budget. It was made for $16 million, and it has some.
You can't even get a tank of gas for that these days.
No, you really can't.
Tank of gas and a Diet Coke.
According to Wikipedia, when The Prophecy came out, it was not generally well reviewed, at least in like the big sources.
What?
Wait, hold on. Is the idea behind releasing the alien things to be like, you guys are way too worried about Israel and Iran and ICE?
Yeah.
You need to be thinking about, like, there's much bigger things going on.
That might be it, honestly. I mean, it's obviously
And it's
functioning
like
as
clip art of
some kind
aliens.
Yeah,
Like a
it's clip
shirt
art
that says
of
"Take me
aliens.
to your dealer."
Yeah. But like zoomed in.
Yeah.
And then on live news, they'll show the scene from Independence Day when the White House gets blown up, and then the White House will be replaced with a ballroom.
I mean, this is why they made the Space Force, right?
Yeah, it's all kind of coming
Yeah.
together. I mean,
Yeah.
what Julian said, that's definitely a possibility. On the upper extreme of possibilities, maybe they're finally gearing up to do Project Bluebeam once and for all.
Whoa. And
Wait, what's
put the
Project
giant
Bluebeam
cross in
again?
Times Square.
Project Bluebeam is when they're going to use like AI and some sort of projection in the sky to like
Fake an alien invasion.
yes, but also like fake it's sort of tied to the same thing. It's like fake the apocalypse and also fake an alien invasion. Like those two concepts are kind of intertwined when people talk about Project Bluebeam. But the point is to fake a grandiose event to like make the New World Order happen by encouraging like global government, like a global unity, because everybody in every country is going to see like their God come down and like aliens come down. So everyone's going to want to work together in one world government.
Yeah.
So it could happen. I mean,
Team up to fight God.
in
Or
a year, I'm putting less than a year until able-bodied men are drafted to fight God. I'm giving it less than a year. So Sunday, May 10th. That's when we're recording. So start
Thinking of your draft excuses.
Yeah,
now.
start getting gay experience now. I will say that's for everything you can criticize. I'm really glad that we're starting to make homosexuality taboo again.
Yeah,
because
you don't have to get drafted.
let me just say, this is just an open call. If any listeners of the show have never had a gay experience before,
Yeah,
and they need someone to sign their form, hit me up. Okay, DM me on Instagram.
you're like the weed doctor. You just kiss them on the mouth and then give them the card that says they're gay. It's not even like that. It's not even like a real doctor visit.
You turn and sign something and hand it to them.
Yeah.
Listen, they're gonna have to do a little more than that once they get in the office. But we'll see.
When I went to a weed doctor a long time ago, he put like this stethoscope on my like elbow. And was like, "Yeah, you need weed."
We were. I can't remember if you were I can't remember with whom this was, but I was with a group and we were reminiscing about our early weed doctor experiences. Mine was an elderly German woman in a room full of guitars.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. No, I went into this room and it was like, the doctor will see you now. And like this kindly like German
Herr
woman
Doctor
came
will
out.
see you
no,
now?
yeah, literally. And like this, it was this office room, but on the wall was mounted all these electric guitars.
Wow.
And she came out and she was like, I can barely do a German accent. But she was like, why do you want marijuana?
Yeah, the first one I went to was an elderly Russian woman who looked extremely high.
That's awesome.
My doctor did not seem high.
Yeah.
Honestly, it seemed like she was just, in it for, she just needed something to do, really.
Yeah.
She seemed very together. Anyway, back to the reception of the film The Prophecy. When it came out, it was not very well reviewed. To quote Stephen Holden of the New York Times, the failing New York Times, wrote that the film is bad enough to end the recent proliferation of religious thrillers.
That is a quote. Oh my God, what a quote! We should beat that guy up. Deal with lunch money. Holy shit! What a take! What an L take.
Stephen Holden, I know you are listening to this right now. You are a dead man walking. I'm telling you. But yeah, I think that quote's especially applicable to this podcast because, we have come to, love is maybe too strong of a word, but we have come to have watched many religious thrillers, especially ones. I mean, he is right that there was a string of religious thrillers that was happening at this time.
Yeah.
But that's about all he was right about. This is actually probably the best one.
Man, wait, we got to see his review on The Prophecy 2 and 3. See if he just keeps going, complaining.
Let's see.
Stop. Make it stop. This has since become a cult classic, according to the Wikipedia, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
IIRC.
I read that too, yes.
And, I have a friend who's a huge fan of it.
Okay, sick.
Wikipedia or the prophecy?
The prophecy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I probably have a number of friends who are huge fans of Wikipedia, whether they think about it that way or not.
Well, the movie has, so much that would make it cult classic worthy. I mean, part of the obviously huge appeal of this film is the fact that it stars Christopher Walken, sorry, in a time in his career when he was seemingly in like fucking anything.
Yeah.
What was going on with him? I don't know the lore.
Well, he murdered a lady.
Is that true?
Yeah.
When?
Him and what's his name killed Natalie. What's her name?
Natalie Wood?
Yeah.
He killed Natalie Wood?
Yeah.
Whoa, fuck.
I mean, probably on accident, but him and you got Wikipedia.
I do.
We need an original Wikipedia with the 25th article.
We need
yeah, him and the other guy like killed her. I mean, she died. She's dead. We don't know what happened on that boat. But I always think about that. He was in Communion and this.
Communion's the last movie I saw him in.
And I think he just likes to have fun. A little too much fun sometimes, if you ask Natalie Wood.
I opened up the Christopher Walken Wikipedia page. I did a Control F for the word wood. And what came up was, in Woody Allen's 1977 film Annie Hall. Then he starred in Brainstorm alongside Natalie Wood.
Uh-oh. That's where it all went downhill.
On November 29th, 1981, Walken was with Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner on Wagner's yacht the night Wood went missing and ultimately was found dead by drowning. Walken was not considered a suspect by authorities.
That's right.
It's unfair to say that he murdered her.
I'm very, you know me, I'm very careful with my language. I listened back to our last week's episode where I said it's not correct to call Jeffrey Jones a child molester. So I try to be precise with my identifications here, but
no,
that's still a crazy story.
Something crazy happened, and and I don't think that really affected his career much. Obviously, something tragic occurred.
No, but like, what the fuck? He was just
in
so many.
Way before this.
People consider him nowadays like an A-list actor. Why the fuck is he in The Prophecy 2 and 3?
I think he just likes to do movies where he can just have fun. Like Communion, he's like insane. I need to see that.
Yeah,
I need to see that next.
Maybe he lost his mind that night.
He's eating it up in The Prophecy. He's obviously like in his zone.
No, it's true. He's amazing.
Oh yeah, this is also I believe this is like the movie that was I think this is around the same time that Mel Gibson interview we watched.
Oh yeah, can you say that?
Yeah, if you remember a couple years ago we had an episode where we watched a clip of Mel Gibson talking about like satanic influences in Hollywood, and he told a story about seeing Christopher Walken at a party, and he was gliding around like a vampire. And he was basically saying why he would never work with Christopher Walken because he has like an evil force around him. And I feel like it might have been like maybe he had just seen this movie or something. I don't know. I mean, Christopher Walken is clearly like a dancer kind of guy. Like if you see Communion, he's very like physical.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be surprised me if he is a very gracious walker.
Yeah, he probably is, he gets energized. He's probably hopping all around. I think I'm now realizing that maybe Mel Gibson's strength and weakness is that he actually believes that like the movies are real.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, that is part of, I'm a big fan of some of his films. Maybe that's part of what he taps into, but it also has caused him some problems over the years.
Yeah, I mean, he's an eccentric for sure. So it wouldn't surprise me that he's also like a very, very religious guy.
Sure.
Like, even before Passion of the Christ. Like, his dad's like a fucking famously extremely homophobic Catholic priest or something.
Sure.
And so it wouldn't surprise me if he actually believes some people are demonic. What does he have to say about the alien files?
I haven't heard.
Signs.
Good question.
Signs. Filmed in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Signs.
Yes. He's ready. He was
Signs
trying
was
to
filmed
warn
in
us.
Allentown? I didn't know that.
It's actually just outside of Allentown.
And you know
but
what's
yes.
interesting about Signs? I feel like I've said this on this before.
Yeah, say it again.
Did we watch Signs for this podcast?
No.
Yeah, he's a priest who loses his faith in God.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens
right.
come to Earth. He defeats them with a coincidence.
Holy shit.
And then his faith in God is reaffirmed, despite the fact that aliens are confirmed to exist and attacked Earth and this world. For some reason, that makes him go back to Christianity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Maybe
was
we
thinking it
should
was really
cover
weird.
Signs.
Wouldn't that just make you be like, maybe there's a
Signs.
different religion out there if if aliens came to Earth? And
Maybe the bug god.
yeah,
Exactly. Well, I mean,
yeah,
yes. Ultimately,
Maybe-
everyone will know.
Maybe similar to how the prophecy is clearly like an ahead of its time angel drop.
yeah.
Okay, so we've identified what angelslop is. I think that the prophecy is an angel drop. It's a
Yeah.
movie that has the correct information about angels. Maybe the Signs is like it was like an early alien drop. Like they were coding the messages in there that are now being released to the public because there's clearly something going on there about the
I love
intersection.
that there's an extra chapter of Revelation too that only angels have in their copies.
That is
That's
amazing.
so awesome.
Amazing.
Behind
amazing.
the paywall.
Let's get into the damn movie. I mean, you know, we're dancing around it like Christopher Walken, but let's get into it. The film is, I would say, pretty well researched and pretty well written Bible fan fiction,
Yeah.
centering, as Scott just said, in part on a knowledge of the Scripture that was, you know, clearly inspired. A knowledge of the Scripture clearly inspired this film, and the film's plot hinges on a secret book of revelations that that reveals the hidden truth. And it's carried by manifestations of angels on earth, like the angels, like the big ones.
Yeah. The heavy
Like-
hitters.
Uziel, Gabriel. Some of these names are mentioned directly in the Bible. Others are
Yeah.
mentioned in the Apocrypha.
This is the all angel first team.
This is the dream team,
Yeah.
the angel dream team. It really is.
Michael is wandering around getting laid somewhere.
Michael,
Yeah.
meanwhile, that's genius because I actually think that both Michael and the prophecy are both real. I think they're both angel drops, but I think that they were happening at the same time. Like in the fucking desert, like these angels are like spitting blood and sucking out souls and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, meanwhile, Michael's just driving around, like getting his dick wet.
Yeah. Making
And,
himself
like,
smell like cookies.
like eating junk food and like, yeah, I think that that's also true. And I don't believe Michael was in this movie.
No.
I don't think so. There was
Um,
Simon,
yeah.
Alvin, Theodore, but no Michael, which, you know, so I think that this doesn't, all I'm trying to say is the prophecy does not contradict the movie Michael.
It does
Yeah,
not.
they
And,
had
and
to
Michael
leave
came out
room for
1
the
year after
crossover.
this. So, yeah.
They were setting up for the extended universe.
Oh my
And
God.
it never got to follow through because this movie put a stop to all religious films.
Yes, it was so bad that
Yeah.
the public lost interest in religious movies from then on. I also want to point out, I could compare this movie to the anime series Evangelion,
Yeah.
another film series of episodes and films that recontextualizes real biblical angels into manifestations on earth.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, it's kind of like Evangelion for Americans.
Yeah.
Basically, is what the prophecy is.
The first American anime.
In many ways, yeah.
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 So
yeah.
what's the Yeah. How does this tie together with the world of man and woman?
Well,
and everything in between.
Well, the conduit, who really sees these angels in the flesh, is a former priest in training turned cop named Thomas Daggett. Pause. Thomas Daggett, a Catholic seminary student, loses his faith after seeing visions of an angelic war. So he is able to see some truth about the real existence of angels, which we, the audience, learn more about as the film goes on. But he does a really quick career transition and goes from aspiring to the priesthood to being a fast-talking, tough as nails LAPD cop.
Yeah, homicide detective.
I imagine most LAPD cops probably had the same origin story.
City of Angels.
Right, exactly. A lot of them probably filtered in through the seminary.
Yeah.
That is, he's our guide. He's the the conduit here.
What he saw scared him so much that he lost faith in religion.
Yes.
And he ended up writing a thesis on well, I guess he had written a thesis on the angel war. The war on Christmas, if you will.
Yeah, he wrote a thesis on the war on Christmas.
Which is what brings Simon, who is an angel on earth, who is searching for something.
Yes. The angels have read his thesis.
Yeah. What did that have to do with anything? Like, he just showed up and stole his thesis and then left.
I thought that was sick because it was just, it was like, it's every weeb's dream, right? Like, you do some research in college and you end up being so correct.
Yeah.
That like a group of people you're researching are like, this guy's onto something.
Yeah.
Like, we need to read this shit. And in this case, it was angels. He's such a weeb for angels that the angels were like, whoa, this guy's onto us. I want to point out the actor who plays Thomas Daggett is Elias Koteas, who I actually haven't seen in any. No, I take that back. I've seen some things he was in, but I didn't know who he was. He was in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and he was in Shutter Island. But also, he was in the only fucking Adam Egoyan film I haven't seen, which is Ararat.
Wow.
That's like the only major Egoyan I haven't seen in my new obsession with him. And he like won some Canadian Oscar type award for his role in that film.
The Oscars.
Oh, fuck. Not the Oscars. Elias Koteas as Thomas Daggett is pulled into the world of angels when an angel is killed by angel on angel violence, and including or not including angel violence.
A guy gets thrown out of a window.
Yes.
And which one was this? Uziel?
I think that was Uziel.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He really did. He got he tried to, so Simon is up to something, but it's not exactly clear what. We don't know who is good and who is bad, what these angels are doing.
Yes.
But Simon and Uziel have a violent encounter, which ends with Uziel getting his throat cut open and thrown out of a window and then hit by a car.
Man, I got a bad time.
And,
that's not even an angel going to be knocked down if that happens.
And then his autopsy reveals that he is much different from any sort of victim of a throat slitting and window tossing out of and car crash that they've ever seen. And that he has a lot of the same anatomy as a aborted fetus.
That was so cool.
That was pretty cool.
Really good writing. I loved that.
And which bone was it too they were talking about? It was like you count the rings to see how old you are, but it's
I think it was his rib cage,
something like that. Yeah, I don't remember honestly. It's been a couple days since I watched it, but
it was a hermaphrodite too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
which I did rewatch this scene before we recorded, and they made a pretty they made a great 90s joke about hermaphroditism. They said, oh fuck, I kind of misremembering it, but they're like, oh yeah, you can be like annoying and frigid at the same time or whatever.
He said, the cop was like, best of both worlds, and then the doctor was like, yeah, you can be flaccid and frigid at the same time because they don't work.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. So we had some really good like fast talking, snappy like procedural dialogue in this movie. That honestly really worked in context. Whereas in The Devil's Advocate, which I also loved, don't get me wrong, I found that the jumps into like stylistic dialogue were like sometimes they kind of made me groan.
Yeah.
But in this movie, it was just all a part of this like larger than life story. So it just like really worked for me.
Yeah. And it really zipped along.
Oh my God. I mean, we're talking an hour and a half this movie versus 2.5 hours The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
Like way more economical. Really good.
But anyways, Daggett finds an original pressing of the Bible, handwritten copy of the Bible.
Yes.
With in Uziel's belongings, where he recognizes, or where he doesn't recognize, he identifies that there is a 25th chapter in the book of Revelations.
Yes.
A new chapter.
23rd, right?
Or sorry, 23rd? Is it 23rd or 25th?
I think it's 23rd.
Oh,
pretty sure 23rd.
It's all good. It's all good.
There is a 23rd chapter.
The 25th one is in the Prophecy 3.
Yeah.
It's the Michael Jordan chapter.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought the prop Bible was amazing. It was such a great, like, I think one thing that I really appreciate about this film, I think probably why my sister recommended it to me, is that I found the Bible fan fiction to be very like lovingly inspired by the scripture.
Yeah.
Like, again, definitely a secular movie. It does some pretty intense things you wouldn't see in a Christian movie, but I did not feel like this film was like, oh, the Bible's like stupid. Here's like the real Bible or whatever. It was like, no, it was like Christianity has really crazy stories and amazing imagery in it. Like, let's like use that to build a sci-fi fantasy world, and I thought that was really cool.
It's more real and active than you would even guess or know to guess.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And I felt like the fake Bible stuff that was written for the movie, I mean, it was, obviously different than the Bible, but I felt like they did a really good job of kind of tying it together. Like, it made sense in a logical narrative way, which I think is really, really impressive.
Think of it compared to like Heaven's War that we covered a long time ago.
Yeah.
Christ.
Screened. I mean, it's kind of like some similar things happening, but it's so much more.
And that film was ostensibly like respectful and done from a faith-based point of view, and it was like fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
And this movie, well, in comparison, I enjoyed it, but and then this movie, which is ostensibly like, secular and whatever, is like, I found it to be quite respectful and like reverence, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super serious.
While also, yeah, definitely. And like, I genuinely could see this movie getting people interested in Christianity the way that like people would be interested in like Magic the Gathering or something, because of the way it dealt with the lore of Christianity.
Right.
So
many layers of angel lore, really hammering it home too, which happens not nearly often enough with any of the content we watch about how long this has been going on for. Like, imagining like actually like working with other entities for like, to humans, infinite amount of time.
Yes, and it's funny because I think even in the faith-based films we watch, very few really get that feeling across. They don't have the gravitas to like really convey that, and this movie does. So, big W. Another way that this movie kind of like expounded upon Christian mythology, connected it to the United States, was by tying in a lot of Native American imagery.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was so cool. I may or may not have shared this, but I mean, this is common, but when I was a little kid, I was like a weeb for Native Americans.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the sickest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like museums in my area about like, the local native lore, like the tribes that were around my area. I would like love to go to them. Read so many books, like always had books out from the libraries about Native Americans. So I think this movie, I was just like, wow, it's just like two things I was really interested in combined. And I mean, I don't know enough about Native American religion to say if this movie was well researched or not, but based on how well researched the Christian stuff was, I would be inclined to believe that the Native American stuff was also well researched. Just the vibe I got was it was very respectful, I
read on the Wikipedia that while they were filming in Chimney Rock, there was a massive thunderstorm with 120 mile per hour winds that destroyed some First Nations people's like village or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dang.
I know. Kind of makes you think.
It really does. Maybe they were getting too close to the truth.
Yeah.
But I loved the Native American stuff in the film. I thought the imagery was very powerful. We haven't gotten there yet, but the film ends with an exorcism performed among Native Americans that kind of is a source of spiritual power that also causes like these angels that are sparring with each other to commune in a central location.
Yeah, it was interesting to see a movie from 1995 that was like showed. So at one point they go to Arizona in this movie, and it's like a depressed town that's sort of like obviously on the decline, and the school is like a mix of white kids and indigenous population. And no, I just thought that was interesting to see in like a representation of that. Obviously it
was interesting. Yeah.
It was eventually in service of the plot, but yeah, I don't know.
No, it was cool. It was like this it was just this like very American.
It wasn't like a little white kid who was like, "Oh, we got to take her to a Native American tribe that lives nearby," or whatever. It was,
it was about and like
right.
The actress, what's her name? Amanda Plummer, I want to say.
Virginia Madsen.
Oh, that was Virginia Madsen.
Yeah.
Amanda Plummer was a different character. Virginia Madsen's character was just this like, this teacher in that small town who just, in a totally just unspoken, unannounced way, just cared equally for her, like Native American students as much as she did her white students. When the character Mary, who's a young Native American girl, falls ill, she just, does, what anyone in that circumstance would do who has a heart, but, just seems to be very respectful of her culture and her family's culture and the fact that like they don't speak English very well and blah blah blah. And she facilitates her being brought home to the care of her family in a way that was just like felt very caring and very respectful. And it's just it's cool. It was cool. It just felt very respectful. Unlike fucking Passage to Zarahemla. So we're talking about other things that we watched. So basically, there's two other things I can think of that we watch where like. Basically white people and native people are like fused in a story, and they are one Walker, Texas Ranger, and two Passage to Zarahemla. And Walker, Texas Ranger, which I love, don't get me wrong. That's very like Western style where it's like the white people are obviously the protagonists.
Yeah.
And Native Americans might be treated with respect, but they're like obviously just supporting actors in the story of like white manifest destiny.
They're like happy to see white people come.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you mind your own business and we'll mind ours.
Yes, that's at best. At worst, they're just like straight up like antagonistic savages. And then Passage to Zarahemla, the Mormons like literally had to make something up because they were like, we got to explain why these people were here before us because like we were promised this land. So we're going to say you guys are some other thing that we made up. So I guess of those three things, the prophecy was absolutely the best fusion of Native American culture with Christianity.
How do you get to the point where you can just be like, yeah, I was promised this? But way before you
that
were
was
around.
Mine, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done that with like a table and In-N-Out before. I've been like, I know you were like looking at it first, but I was like, I was like, this is actually my table.
Hey, that's the rule of history. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Exactly.
My great-grandfather actually put this table in here back when this was a different restaurant.
Exactly. But it's a huge part of this film. Actually, a big part of this film is when the young native girl Mary is possessed by an evil soul. She's basically an evil soul that the angels are fighting over because this soul will give them power in the angel war.
It's really funny that it was like, I don't even know. I just love the idea that like there wasn't like this guy. So in this town in Chimney Rock, there was a retired, or actually a disgraced general or soldier or something, a lieutenant, some kind of guy in the Korean
Twitter
War.
user, the general.
Yeah,
the auto insurance general.
He was, he was kicked out of the military for like mutilating.
For being gay.
Yeah.
For don't ask, don't tell. He was kicked out.
He was mutilating some pussy in the Korean War. No, he was like mutilating enemy soldiers in the Korean War. And
he was maybe possibly cannibalizing them.
Yeah. So he dies shortly before this movie, and Simon travels to Chimney Rock to steal his soul from his body to keep it from Gabriel, who it is revealed has come to Earth to find an evil soul, which, as you said, will give him enough power to start another angel war, I guess.
I think it's like I think having this soul is like a really crucial pawn in the war. Like Lucifer's character kind of explains this at the end. Like, having the soul will basically allow Earth to turn into like Hell Part 2.
Yeah.
For ways that I don't remember enough to describe right now.
Yeah. Gabriel, I guess, has been cast out of heaven as a result of the first angel war. We didn't get to see that.
No.
But now he is trying to get enough power to rule over Earth because he is mad that it was given to, he keeps calling us monkeys. Found that to be rather offensive.
Okay. To compare to previous things we've watched, I could not help but think of the film Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
Where the evil aliens, of which John Travolta is a member, refer to humans as man-animals the entire movie.
Right.
Man-animal is the slur they have against us. And in this movie, the evil angels are like, life before the talking monkeys.
Yeah.
They're always talking about the talking monkeys. I remember, honestly reminded me of Battlefield Earth. I was really living for it.
Yeah, he's trying to get this soul, so he's looking for Simon, who he knows has this soul, who's in Chimney Rock. And Simon, in order to keep it a secret, puts it inside of the little girl.
Yes.
In a very weird scene where he like kisses her on the mouth.
It is a very weird scene. And it's a very weird moment because technically in the scheme of the lore, what Simon is doing is actually like the good thing to do because it prevents the soul from being in the contact of someone who would literally create a second hell. But doing so is obviously very evil and corrupting to this innocent little girl who is a human and innocent and has no part in the angel war. And I thought it was very interesting because, of course, now she is a young native girl. Her name is Mary, which I think is pretty obviously a biblical allusion. Mary in the Bible was a human who was, you could say, possessed with a divine soul. She immaculately conceived Jesus.
Yeah.
She was technically a human pawn in forces that she didn't understand. And that was, I believe, sort of like the illusion that was happening with Mary in this film.
They did a really good job of sort of obfuscating who was good and who was bad.
I know, it was
I really
great.
did not know if Simon was good or Christopher Walken was bad until like 2/3 of the way, until the like movie reveals it to you.
I know, it's
angel
really
culture is just
stunning.
so different from ours.
Yeah, for
We
real.
really don't have a good read on it.
But
I think part of that was like really cool how Simon clearly didn't really value human life that much.
Right.
Yeah. It was like we are to the angels, even the one that's like trying to prevent Gabriel from taking over Earth is like he's doing it to stop Gabriel. He's not doing it to save humanity.
Right. That's true. And that obfuscation is carried all the way up into like Lucifer's final monologue where the game is really like revealed. I mean, that's it. You know, the fact that it's like Lucifer, we'll get to that in a moment. I did want to point out angel culture is very different than ours, but their restaurants are amazing. We got this new angel place down the street. Let me tell you, darling, you have to try the Korean War veteran.
It is heavenly.
Just don't careful. Like level 3 spice is enough because they are not fucking around.
Can I have level 3 disgrace on my Korean War veteran? Oh my God. Okay. I have so much to say. More about the Korean War veteran. This is, Scott, what the fuck was I on about when I texted you when I was like, I felt I was like in a manic state because I had watched multiple films that I felt were directly referencing the film Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot.
But they both weren't boys' Bible study movies. I can't remember. I had to like literally look at this test. Anyway, I don't think this can be proved. I believe that this film, The Prophecy, was directly referencing the film Cannibal Holocaust. When Thomas Daggett, detective, goes into the dead Korean War veteran's house and plays the archival footage of people being cannibalized in the war, I was like, I like pointed to the screen. I was like, Cannibal Holocaust.
Yep.
I believe that's one of my favorite movies. And I believe that this film was directly referencing that. It was like the imagery was just too close to not be a reference, in my opinion. But it could have been a coincidence, technically. But it could have been a God instance. I do this thing where like every time I watch a film, I'm like, this reminds me so much of Cannibal Holocaust.
I mean, it's a big movie.
It is. It was a very influential,
sure
very notorious movie, and this movie has a foot in the horror genre. It's not a full horror film, but like it definitely has some horrifying elements. So
it's of the fantastic. It's gory and supernatural.
It was like the right amount of horror that I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. I love the fusion. The angel fusion cuisine.
Yeah.
I liked all the angel POV shots in this.
Yes. Yes, I like that too. Really got to see what life was like for angels.
Yeah,
they not like us.
This was a lot like Wings of Desire.
In a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Evil Wings.
It's like they had improved on Wings of Desire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the difference between like European of angel lore and American angel lore.
Yeah, this was the American remake of Wings of Desire.
This one's like there's constant violence, of course, and that one's more like philosophical. Like, do I want to be an angel?
Well, this is the true American remake of Wings of Desire because we watched City of Angels. You were not on that episode, Julian, but we watched City of Angels, which claims to be the American remake of Wings of Desire, but it's so neutered. It's not really American.
Yeah.
This movie is the American Wings of Desire.
Yeah. If an angel came to Earth, it is your God-given right to blow him away with a revolver.
Stand your soul.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the what's his name says earlier? What's the main character's name again?
Daggett. Thomas Daggett.
Daggett. Thomas Daggett.
Thomas. Doubting Thomas. Another little biblical allusion. Yeah. Doubting Thomas. Thomas Daggett. He says, I don't know what Daggett means.
Verse, he says, a verse from St. Paul stays with me. It's perhaps the strangest verse in the Bible in which he writes, even now in heaven, there were angels carrying savage weapons. So like he's starting off by like, that's where my head's at.
That is so fire. I'm really glad you remembered that because when the movie like opened with that and I was like, okay, we're like, this is going to be good. Like we're like, I was primed to enjoy this from the beginning because Mr. Daggett was like, he was clearly like looking in the Bible for like what is the shit that is like in here that people don't really talk about? Like, I feel like that was the jumping off point for this film, you know?
Do you think Earth will just be a pawn in the alien war?
Maybe. Not my problem.
What would be the heaven and the hell? It's going to be between like
Los Angeles and
Mars and Venus. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking walk around these towns for a little bit, you'll see some extraterrestrials.
You're damn right about that. Yeah, Mars and Venus is good. But
Jupiter.
Well, you know, that's where
they're going to send us to get stupider.
Yeah. It's Jupiter and Uranus.
I'm going to a Jupiter re-education camp. We're going to be made stupider. Every good boy deserves fudge. That's the musical scale, right? My very educated mother just
sucked.
Anyways,
the prophecy.
Yeah, we got to get
Can't remember what it is now.
Well, let's talk
Neil
about
deGrasse Tyson.
Let's talk about. Okay, actually, I just want to say I love the scene when the little girl. I'm not going to repeat what she says, but when the little girl is possessed,
I know what
we should put that clip in. It was kind of funny because I was watching it with.
She's making like an evil face.
I was watching it with Andy and Eli, and I feel like at that point in the movie we were all kind of getting sleepy.
Yeah,
but like. When the girl said that, I like accidentally like we had not talked for a while, and I accidentally screamed like "bitch." I was like, wow.
That was cool.
I was soy facing because the girl was talking like a racist Korean war veteran.
Yeah, and Virginia Madsen's character is like, she's never talked about that stuff before. It's so funny.
Yeah, where did you learn that from?
I liked that Christopher Walken had like a sidekick.
That was
no reason at all.
That was cool.
He had like a Shabbos guy,
Twice.
but it was a Jewish guy. It was Adam Goldberg, the fucking Hebrew Hammer himself. This is like, to this day, I think maybe the only movie I've seen him in other than the Hebrew Hammer, which he is the star and like writer of. I think he was also made I'm with Busey.
I've seen him in a number of things.
Yeah, he was like he had some big projects on Comedy Central in like the early 2000s, but I had never really known why.
Yeah.
But he was fun in this movie. He was like
great.
a guy who was so Christopher Walken's Gabriel, he like reanimates people who are between life and death and uses them as like his Shabbos goys to do all of his physical labor. Doesn't really seem like there's any point to him being around.
He helps him a number of times.
With
he drives
what?
the car.
He's always just like, you got to go into this place and pretend to be somebody else.
Or he like pushes guys out of the way for him.
He drives
it a little easier.
He drives him the car. He's not allowed to drive a car on Saturdays.
No, exactly.
For some reason, Gabriel respects driver's licenses and is like, I can't.
Yeah. In Arizona, of all places. I feel like they give you a driver's license when you're 3 years old and you keep it till you're like 150.
In Arizona, they have like 50-year driver's licenses.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I was wondering why Gabriel needed to do any of this stuff, because at a certain point towards the end of the movie, he's trying to get another like person who's dying to use as his like slave, basically.
He does.
And the receptionist at the hospital is like, you can't go in there, and he just puts his hand on her face and says, and like goes shh, and she like faints. Why hasn't he just been doing that to every single person he comes across?
You know what's funny? This movie being illogical was like so charming.
Yeah, I liked it, but I was just like, this is like 5 minutes after he was just in like, just got shot like 5 times by somebody like 2 feet away from him.
And we know that angels can die with enough blunt force trauma. Like that's proven. Like angels are not immortal.
Right.
It is. We're told that they can die. They have to have their heart removed in order to die a complete death on Earth.
Otherwise, they're immortal.
It's another way that they're similar to Jewish people.
Yeah.
They can't drive on Saturdays, and you have to rip their hearts out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
I'm not. I look from you to like my knife set in the kitchen.
Well, then we have Lucifer coming in. That's a really big deal because Viggo Mortensen is Lucifer.
Yes.
Comes
yeah.
Maybe
very early role.
Through. Yeah.
Yes. More than halfway through. It's very fucking Orson Welles in
Third Man.
In Third Man.
Yeah.
Very.
He's like a main character in this movie it's like 15 minutes till the end of the movie and Lucifer shows up and is like a pivotal character in this movie. And it's when everyone is holed up at the site of the Native American like exorcism ritual, and they're waiting for the angels to attack. And Lucifer shows up to. They got a little loosey goosey with the editing here. I feel like it was kind of felt like they were missing some scenes. I don't really know.
It was things were getting crazy. It's hard. I when editing like that happens, I kind of try to get in the headset of like. The memories are hazy because of how much was going on. It's hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah,
totally.
But Lucifer, he also wants to stop Gabriel.
Yes, he does.
I like this, that Lucifer was like also kind of unconcerned with humanity.
Yes, he was like a separatist. The problem from Lucifer's point of view is that basically like Gabriel was going to fuck up the balance. Like the balance was very advantageous to Lucifer.
Yeah. He's got a 50-50 split over Earth with God.
Right. And like, I guess even though on some level, like Lucifer's job, you could say on Earth is to like, to tempt people to draw them closer to him, he still feels like in the meta game of everything. I mean, the game would be no fun if everything. The game's no fun when you win. The game's fun when you're playing.
He doesn't want there to be two hells. One is enough. Two is one too many, he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is vain and greedy. So
vanity is his favorite sin, as we learned in The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of somebody in the Oval Office right now.
Lou Cipher.
President Lou Cipher.
President Lou Cipher, who was elected in a landslide.
Don't blame me. I voted for Lou Cipher. Lucifer doesn't do a very good job of tempting people in this movie, I gotta say. No. I can't really imagine he's winning the war over souls between God and the devil, because basically all he does is say to the main characters like, come on, I helped you out, you gotta come back to hell with me. And all they say, they're just like, no.
Well,
and he's like, damn it, well, back to hell with me.
And then they're like, actually, we don't think very well of you at all because you're just a soulless angel like all the other fucking soulless angels, and humans are the best.
Yeah, his aura took a lot of damage.
He was like, point taken.
I'll see my way out.
But I think we can all agree, Viggo Mortensen mogs Pacino in The Devil's Advocate.
You think so?
He's sexier.
Yeah.
And he's actually, I hear what you just said about him not being a very persuasive devil.
Yeah.
But John Milton in The Devil's Advocate was an even less persuasive devil.
Yeah.
John Milton in The Devil's Advocate was like, let me show you what my tongue do.
He was so annoying. Yeah. It's like remarkable to me that like anybody could be like, it's like when people, not to bring 45, 47 back into this.
Sure.
But
48.
Soon. Yeah. Well, we'll need, when you're in the middle of an alien war, you don't want to change the generals.
That's a really good point. Just president number one.
Yeah.
Let's just say. Anyway, go on.
It like when I would hear people say like, oh, he's just so like handsome and like people just like make shit up about him, like project onto him.
Yeah.
Like I had a coworker at my old job who would like talk about like, it was just so amazing. I just saw like footage of him at these like dig sites for like the buildings that he was, in charge of. And he would be down there with the guys, like digging like laying the concrete out, and I'm like, you were insane.
No.
But that was like how it felt with like the way that Pacino had like attraction in,
right?
Where it's like you have to be a very, very weak-minded individual for like this type of charisma to work on you.
It's like literally
to not
memes.
just be like, I'm gonna go away from it. It's like when people really like Elon Musk, and you're like, what is it about this really obnoxious guy that
you've been memed into thinking he's like, in the case of Musk, very smart.
Yes.
Or in the case of Pacino, like you're just like, oh well, of course he's sexy. Like he's being really sexy right now, and the camera pans over to him, and he's going,
yeah,
and you're like,
but he's
like a little
sure?
Italian
Pacino
guy.
is working. He's using all his tools all the time. He doesn't even sleep. He's always working. And like, even if he's being a little ridiculous sometimes, he's always trying and like working on the charisma. He's got his hands in different pots. Being in the law game in New York's pretty smart. And Lucifer is more like brooding and like, so we're a team now? I'm so lonely. So I think he would mog John Milton face to face for sure. You know, the true meaning of what mogging is, I guess.
Yeah, he's a
mog. But character to character, I don't know. I think as goofy as John Milton is, he's more effective. Possibly.
I guess if you're in that like sort of like careerist mindset, like I want to be like that guy, then Pacino is that. But I mean, in terms of like I want to be that guy, I think I would rather be like the guy who's like the most handsome guy, one of the most handsome guys to ever
the most
walk
handsome
the face
guy,
of the
and
earth.
you stopped the Angel War. Definitely cooler.
And you stopped the Angel War.
And you stopped the Angel War. Well, I think that, and I mean, I'm sure you agree with me, but I think that the Satan character in the prophecy, I think his vulnerability is important to the film.
Yeah,
I think it's very important that we see him as like not all powerful. His temptation is not all powerful. Like you do have a pretty obvious choice to resist him. Yet every day, people don't take the choice.
Very like human empowering movie.
Yes.
Like these mythical figures come to Earth and they got to play by our rules.
Yes, I thought
we
that was
don't have
awesome.
to buy into all their fucking self-aggrandizing behavior.
Can't even drive themselves.
You can say no to the devil, and you can shoot an angel in the head and rip its heart out, and it will leave you alone. Yeah. And that is your right as an American citizen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is.
Especially after, I was thinking about what's the movie with the angel getting its wings ripped off?
Cigarette Burns.
The Carpenter?
Yeah, Cigarette Burns. Yeah. That felt like a very like unempowering movie.
Yes,
you just watch this movie and then you're like cursed.
Yeah.
But
no, the prophecy shows you that like
this was like showing you the good side of beating the shit out of an angel.
Yeah. Yeah, the prophecy shows you that like you have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, and that honestly, that kind of rings true to like what the Bible is all about. Like, whether or not you believe in the Bible, like the Bible is basically saying that despite there being these supernatural forces out there, you always have the responsibility because there's so many very, very powerful forces in there. But at the end of the day, if you remember who you are, you can say, I opt out, like of the devil's tricks, for instance.
Yeah.
Like I always joke, like my friends would be like, oh, don't jinx yourself. I'll be like, I'm a Christian. I don't believe in jinxes. Which is, I say that as a joke.
Forged.
Yes, no fucking weapon forged against me will prosper,
forged
bitch.
against me will prosper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally. And I mean, it's like, I say that as a joke, but like, I'm actually not joking because like, I genuinely believe it's like, I opted out of this shit. Like magic. This is why being Christian is amazing. Because listen, okay, the occult can be very powerful. We've all watched the amazing Hong Kong movies, like The Boxer's Omen, etc. And in those movies, the premise of them is basically like, I guess you have a choice not to participate, but once you participate, you're basically dead. There's like no going back from them.
Mm-hmm.
What Christian mythology shows is that you always have a choice. You can say the magic words and you can be pulled out. And in many Christian movies, they do a really bad job of that. Like a lot of Christian movies, you're just like, what's even the fucking point? Because like you can just say the words and get pulled out. In this movie, I think by the way it built up all the characters, it did a really good job of setting the stakes just right to remind you that like as a human, you do have power over the supernatural. And it didn't feel like a cop-out, you know? Which I think is very commendable. And a lot of the movies we watch fail to do that.
Yeah. I just realized that there is a war going on between jinxes and the secret.
God.
The manifestation and jinxes are battling for our souls. Because is a jinx not just the dark side of manifestation, and the secret is like the light side?
This is damning.
Yeah,
like, real spiritual warfare.
We're like literally the first people to ever talk about this.
I mean, it's crazy. Like literally like you can say like, oh, I'm going to get that promotion. I'm going to get that promotion. And if you get it, it's manifestation. And if you don't get it, you jinxed it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the devil and the God waging a war on our souls. That's crazy.
We should take a week to make a documentary called The Dark Secret.
The Dark Secret. Show people how to abuse the secret to do evil.
They already have one called the Jinx, so we can't.
True, that's true.
Well, actually, what you were saying, it's not quite the same thing, but it reminded me that when I was like in my 20s and stuff, I was really interested in the occult, but specifically like the classic like Western esotericists, which is basically like British people writing letters to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if y'all listening to this podcast ever read The Golden Bough. Okay. Like we're talking this type of shit. And basically what that was white British people in the 1800s and 1900s sending nasty letters to each other.
Yeah.
Basically being like, I curse on you now. And then like, but the books written about them will be like, they were locked in magical warfare with a K. And then like, you'll like see the magical warfare. It'll be like, you like sent a number to him in the mail.
That would be such a fun way to. You used to be able to fuck with people.
I know.
So much. I mean, people still do that shit though.
Yes.
You get like a chain letter, and you'll be like, "I gotta fucking."
That's the closest thing to black magic.
It's nothing exciting
somebody's waging
like that
war
now.
on
It's all
me.
just like boring scams where it's just like, oh yeah, well that was intentional.
I mean,
misinformation.
yes,
You got
it's
tricked.
pretty exciting when you get the one that says like, "We have access to your webcam, and we've seen the nasty little things you do to yourself."
Yeah,
those ones are so.
Titillating.
Those are
Some British guy is hexing me. I put a hex on your webcam.
Yeah, I guess this is just all I'm trying to say is like literally this is why being a Christian is so powerful, because most people in the world, they get a hex put on them, they say, "Oh no."
Yeah.
But when we get a hex put on them, we'll be like, I don't even care.
That's when I go and I read my journal of coincidences.
Yes.
And
And you're like, I have power. I have a sanctuary from all of this.
I have to remember the coincidences to fight back against the hexes and the
Always
jinxes.
remember.
Yeah.
But you have power. You have a choice. I think that's what the prophecy was like trying to say.
Yeah.
I think that was like the meat of this movie.
We're in control of our destiny. And the angels, they're too busy fighting each other to worry about our shit.
Literally. And sometimes there's collateral damage. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you get the soul of a Korean war veteran blown into you.
Yeah.
And that sucks. No one's denying that. But ultimately, you can get some Native Americans to like play a drum and it goes away.
It's that easy. That's what the healthcare industry doesn't want you to know.
Yeah.
What did he say at the end of the movie? I wrote it down in 2 different journals I have because I wanted to remember it, and here I am forgetting it. The guy at the end, one of the people performing the ritual, says, "The evil ghost is gone now." I thought that was such a cool.
No, that is.
I was
cool
like, "Damn!
line.
I wish I was a producer. That would be the sample in my next song." Yeah,
Yeah.
That is really good, actually.
yeah. I think it's "The evil ghost is gone now."
He said, "Houston, we have a problem." I was with Woodrow the other night, and we were talking, and Woodrow was like, "Nobody says Houston, we have a problem anymore." And I was
true.
like, "You are so fucking right."
Yeah.
Like that was like a truth nuke. Like I was like, "Whoa!"
I said it in reference to something
really
recently. Yeah, but I forget why. But it was like, yeah, nobody fucking says that anymore.
Nobody says that anymore.
They say skibbity and 6-7.
They say skibbity toilet.
Yeah.
There's
Gonna be
we have a
gonna be
toilet.
fucking Gen Z podcasters in 20 years who are like, nobody says skibbity toilet anymore.
Yeah. Well,
They'll be beaming their podcast to each other from their brain in their alien jail cell, terrarium, or whatever the fuck they got us in.
Yeah.
To serve human.
I can't wait to get put in my terrarium.
If the aliens are confirmed real, we cannot go to the dinner on their spaceship. You remember that? They had the book that said to serve human, and it turns out they were cooking them in a...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want that.
They were trying to warn us. Every fucking 2 years, an alien movie comes out, and people are like, they're getting us ready. For the past 100 years, people were like, the Voyage to the Moon came out, and they were like, they're getting us ready.
They're getting us ready. Then the Smashing Pumpkins video came out, and they were like, they're getting us more ready.
Yep. And it took Trump. People are like, yeah, that's the guy who's finally going to blow the lid off the alien thing, not the fucking 100 other fucking presidents before, or all the other people in the world are like...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
Houston,
it's so
I think we have a
fucking dumb.
problem.
It's so dumb that it's, I mean, you know, it's funny because it's like American exceptionalism to be like, we're the only ones who know about aliens. They only care about the United States. And just this one guy who can't keep his mouth shut about anything, mind you, has not already confirmed that there's aliens existing.
I wholeheartedly
China and Russia had no idea about this. Only we have that info.
I actually believe that wholeheartedly.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
only time will tell.
Yeah, this is true.
And if I'm wrong, which I very well may be, you know, I will take accountability for that. But like
it's weird timing. But like, has
That'd
this
be awesome.
administration lied about anything else? You know, you have to take that into account.
Yeah.
Right.
We still
I
haven't
haven't looked into it myself, but why would they? You know, what interest would it be to them to lie?
We're still waiting on the competition between the strongest people from each state.
I know. Oh my God.
Come on. They're going through like the fucking notes app that's like ways to boost our poll ratings.
I'm literally
they were like Epstein files. Literally 6 months ago, they were like, we got to release the Epstein files. Our poll numbers are in the tank. And then they went even lower because they were like, did you forget to remove all the references to Trump raping children
like,
in these?
Fuck.
Dude. God damn it. Let me do the alien files.
And then you like, there's someone in the cabinet has in the the reminders section of their iPhone is like redact the Trump things. They're just like, oh fuck, I didn't check that one off.
It's gonna reveal that Trump is a lizard person himself, and they're gonna be like, oh, I did it again. I forgot.
It's gonna be like so obviously Trump with his eyes blacked out, like transforming into a lizard. No, okay, listen. Before the election, the second Trump victory election, when he said, I'm going to do the 250th anniversary games.
Oh, right. That he has like 2 months to figure that out.
We all go across. I know they only have 2 months. When that dropped, I was like, we should consider voting for him because that would be awesome. But I don't think they're going to do it. And that's really disappointing.
He's going to be like, it was the Olympics I was talking about.
I know, like
or
I'm
the World
like,
Cup.
No,
it was the World Cup I was talking about.
And like, no, it's going to be so annoying. And obviously, his most staunch defenders are going to be like, "Well, he obviously meant the World Cup." And be like, "No. He said he was going to do the American Games.
Yeah,
I need that to happen. I'm like every day I want that to happen."
No, he said he was going to do the Alien Games.
Oh well,
yeah.
We'll see. He said he was going to do the most dangerous game.
One other thing I wanted to bring up with Trump, I sent this to you on Instagram, Ash. I don't know if you saw it though, but literally there was a religious leaders gathering at Mar-a-Lago to like bless the new golden Trump statue.
That is crazy.
I think these are the people that they're talking about when they're like, they were invited to be briefed on the alien, the alien docs, the Google doc we're releasing.
So I did see this. I don't have notifications turned on for Instagram.
Is that not literally a golden idol?
It's crazy. Okay. That is some shit. And I know this is the millionth example of this. Like, I obviously know
he's probably fatter than the golden calf.
Okay. I know this is like the millionth example of this. Like, this should not be at all a statement, but it's like, you guys can't you can't bless a golden statue. You can't do that. That's like, honestly, of everything and all. I mean, that was like when we first started a podcast. What was the first thing we talked about all the time? Like, we fucking covered the golden calf. Like, that was like the big thing. That was like the thing we did. We were like the golden calf podcast.
I feel like they don't really like people like that. They just don't really care about the Old Testament. They like the new. All they care about is the New Testament.
But they love Israel so much, but they don't care about the Old Testament. Yes.
Yeah.
Which says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me," and like something about
literally
false
the
idols.
first one. Yeah.
And like I can tolerate a lot of people. Like, I'm very open-minded when it comes to people's own like stupidity and hypocrisy. I'm like, whatever, they're just vibing out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You cannot bless a golden statue of Trump. You can't do that. That is insane.
It's awesome.
That is so awesome.
It really is.
It's crazy. The Trump prophecy. The prophecy.
The aliens are watching this shit and they're like, we'll be back in like 5,000 years. There's nothing here for us. How sad would that be if they came and they were just like, we're not impressed, and then leave and we never hear from them again?
Yeah. They're like,
and we never have the technology to reach out to them again. How depressing would that be?
I mean, that's how things used to be. You know, you used to meet a girl in the same hotel as you on summer vacation, talk to her once, and then, you know, dream about her for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can say, "Do you have Instagram?"
Yep.
And she says no. But I'm just saying, things are different now.
Yeah.
Let's bring this thing home. I don't know if I got anything else to say about the prophecy.
Oh my God. The aliens show up and we're like, "Can I get your phone number?" And they're like, "Let me get you my email."
Let me get you my Z-mail.
Yeah, P Drive and Z Drive and
P Cloud.
Yeah.
They got P Cloud.
Do you have a P Cloud account? Yes, I do, actually.
P Cloud, yeah.
This is the first time we've, by the way, mentioned P Cloud on the show.
Oh yeah, I guess that was.
I want to say we are not official sponsors of P Cloud. Y'all, Scott and I.
Do you think we could get a sponsorship? Are they like big enough?
P Cloud, I know you're listening right now. I know you. I know you're monitoring us because we're the only people in the world who have spent money on your service and send the podcast files back and forth on a service called P Cloud. Which, by the way, on certain browsers, they're like, "Are you sure you want to open this link?" Because no one thinks that P Cloud is real.
We should hit them up.
Oh, it's real.
See if they need if they want to give us. If they want to give one of us a free P Cloud account.
Yeah.
Look, two of us already bought. We already bought it, so just give it to one of us.
We could get more terabytes out of it, maybe.
You get some more terabytes, guys. It costs you nothing. We want more terabytes.
Yeah, it literally doesn't. I mean, granted, I have no idea how it works, but my understanding is they just pull this shit out of thin air.
That's my understanding too. If we, through this episode, get one more person to sign up to P Cloud, we will have grown their membership by approximately 100%.
Yep.
So, anyway.
2 out of 3 podcasters agree.
P Cloud is the most trusted service for sharing WAV files.
Its uploads and downloads are way faster than Google Drive.
They honestly are so fast.
I would use it. Hey, maybe this isn't the best endorsement, but I would use it if I had to.
Okay, that's honestly, that says a lot.
Yeah,
that says a lot. But honestly, like, listen,
that didn't come out right. When you get the sentiment,
when you have to transmit a podcast on a deadline, an upload in 3 minutes is way different than an upload in 12 minutes.
Yeah,
like literally.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually means a lot to people to hashtag boys like us.
That's right.
P-Cloud.
Harnessing
Anyways.
the power of clouds. Super smart stuff.
Let's review The Prophecy.
We were like way ahead of the trend with the boy thing.
Yes.
They do boy smells, boy kibble, fucking so dumb. But we were way ahead of that.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Once again.
Yep. Yeah, let's rate this thing, right? Is that what you normally say here?
Yes, I do. That's what I say. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What do we think? What's the official Boys Bible Study review of The Prophecy?
I'm giving this 2 out of 2 Angel Wars. Stay woke, people. The second Angel War is coming, so you better read up on the first real fast.
Yeah,
it's important stuff.
I would read up on it. I would stock up. I would go to Costco.
Yes.
Also, free Lucifer. Not really, but like, let's give him a second chance, or like see really break down what he's up to, and like who it is who's saying that what he's doing is bad. Is it really God and Jesus saying this all the time? What is the relationship? Is he?
Let's hear him out.
Can you work with him in a way? If it leads to something greater, like in this scenario, it was like, who do you work with, Gabriel or Lucifer? And you have to pick the lesser of two evils, and it worked out.
Yeah. Hey, free Lucifer, I'll take one. He was a handsome guy.
Good looking guy.
He is a very good looking guy.
Yeah, I mean, every man gets one.
How many horns took down the wall of Jericho?
Oh, fuck. That's a really good question.
It's like
I
7.
Say 7.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 7 horns bringing down the walls of Jericho, because that was a very cool. It was a very funny scene when Gabriel was showing the kid how to blow the trumpet, and it like blew out the window of the school. He was just really hamming it up and having a fun time in this. It was also very strange how just calm Virginia Madsen's character was, that like a guy was like cuddling with one of her students in the abandoned floor of the school, and that like this strange man was like hanging out with all of her students in front of the school. But yeah, things were different back then. People didn't.
She was like, I don't know about you. You shouldn't be doing
people
this.
Trusted their neighbors more. Yeah. Great movie. Really, really liked it. I'd heard of this movie before. I think I'd seen the poster, and it was nothing like how I had imagined it would be. And it was so much better.
Yeah, I didn't know what to guess. It really was the American Wings of Desire, and was very fun.
Yeah,
I will watch it again, and I'll watch the second one too.
I was expecting some like a slow burn, kind of like The Omen kind of thing, but I've also never seen that movie, so I have no idea if it's actually like that.
Oh, it's good.
Anyways,
but it is a slower burn for sure.
Yeah.
I really liked this movie. I thought it was, not only was it American Wings of Desire, it was also American Evangelion. But more importantly than anything else, it was American. It was distinctly pro-American and pro-human. So I find that this movie to be a great success.
And pro-Native American, too.
And pro-Native American, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely agree. I love it. I'm going to have to give this film 1 out of 1 angel autopsies.
Yes, caught on film, caught on camera.
Caught on camera.
Yeah.
Caught on camera. I'm glad that this film finally blew the lid on angel autopsies. I frankly believe most of what I had to say, even though it was supposed to be a fictional movie. Yeah. This was the official Boys Bible Study review of The Prophecy. Maybe one day we'll do The Prophecy 2, 3, and 4. I don't know. I mean, God knows we've spent our time doing worse things. So why not do that in the future?
I mean, we did Our Man Kent episode too. So.
Yeah.
So I think we could get down the prophecy too.
We got to get them in quick.
We did
boys alien study soon.
We did Far Away So Close, which is an even more inscrutable movie than Our Man Kent episode 2. So honestly, I think we could probably handle the prophecy too. Yeah. It was literally harder to understand than Our Man Kent's.
Yeah.
So anyway, love this movie. And thank you so much for supporting us, listening to this episode. If it's your first time here, check out boysbiblestudy.com. Listen to years of free content for you, hours and hours and hours on your next flight to heaven. Just listen to these. We'll get you the whole way there. And if you want a new episode of Boys Bible Study every single week, pledge to our Patreon at $5 a month. And we also have the option of pledging to our Patreon for $20 a month to enter our bootleg DVD series, where we actually send you a hand-edited, hand-pressed DVD straight to your door every month for the mere price of $20 a month.
Who needs a fucking P drive?
Who needs P Cloud? Who needs P Drive? By the way, let me tell you, these DVDs are not going through the Strait of Hormuz. They are coming from America. Actually, knowing FedEx, they probably send them to the Strait of Hormuz. One time I ordered a pair of jeans from a store in downtown. They were going to tailor them for me.
Yeah.
They put the jeans in the mail. This is a store that's 3 miles away from me. They put the jeans in the mail. I checked the tracking. It said they routed my jeans through Puerto Rico.
Wow.
They sent them all the way to Puerto Rico and then to my house.
That's
Why?
so funny.
Still America.
I was just gonna say a similar anecdote. So, friend of the pod, Bill, who lives in St. Louis, he sent me a couple tapes. And I don't know what happened, but over FedEx, I think it was USPS, not even FedEx. It went to Carolina, Puerto Rico. It was clearly an error because there was some point where it was like a 2-hour drive from my house, basically, and then it went to Puerto Rico.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're vibing out. Yeah. But hey, listen, we're a pro-American podcast. We love Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And we love our USPS. But listen, I guess I can't guarantee that won't happen with your DVDs, but consider pledging to us to get that reward. Also, our outro song is Oh My God by Mary. So from all of us here at Boys Bible Study, myself, Ash, my co-hosts, Uziel, and Gabriel, we would like to say, peace be with you.
And also with you. That was Christopher Walken.
That's good. That's a good Christopher Walken.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I feel your love in me, it's coming from within. Oh my God, my devotion is so unwavering. Divine emotions when you enter me.